Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And so for the Grizzlies, their last game, a loss. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Tatum.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the rim.
What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League, an assistant there to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
Williamson outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks, David. And here is Ball. After the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. The kick out to Tatum. Towns looking around. Here's Ball. And Shaq pulls it down.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for 2. Allen Iverson.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Outside, Towns. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass the Ball. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, number 0.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Ball shooting for him might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Iverson. Pierce with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Ball is with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Memphis trailing here. Kicks it out to Iverson. Pass to Chambers. No good off the front iron. Left side Tatum. And good that time.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Now Iverson. Pass to O'Neal. And taken away by Wallace. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
Now here's Iverson to the left side wing. Here's Chambers. 4 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Iverson. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Pierce.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him 2 early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
Outside for Halliburton. Here's Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Stan, while in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question, because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
Oh, that's a terrific assessment. Here's Williamson after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. J.R. Smith picks one up. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain. At the wing position, Reza Shea has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting. And add to that, he has a great feel for the game. And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Halliburton. Out to Smith. Beyond the arc. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Pass the ball. And Ball gets double teamed. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, number 4.
And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 5. Outside for Halliburton. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays Shaq on attack?
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Here's O'Neal. Over to the wing. And a wide-open look for Halliburton. And Shaq with the slam.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Toronto leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Tatum. O'Neal with the rebound. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Going inside. Pass to Chambers. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Chambers got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
It's stolen by Adebayo. Fast break, Toronto. Back to Towns. Williamson in the post. Outside for Halliburton. Right side, O'Neal. Back to Halliburton. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside, ball. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Iverson outside. Over Bull. Iverson gets the bucket.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
And the dunk by Ricochet.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
Pass to Ricochet. Just 5 to shoot. T-Box in the post. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
1:16 left now here in the second. Here's Wallace. Will it go? Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Beal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the coaches want this from Beal. Play aggressive, force your way to the strike.
And both free throws good for Beal.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Tatum looking around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Paul Pierce. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass the ball. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. 5 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Adebayo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you have to love a player with the awareness that Bam has here. He knew the situation and beat the shot clock.
Here's Iverson. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies lead by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside, Pierce. Here's Shaq. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, it's always great to see Towns locked in and making an impact defensively.
Here's Tatum. The kick out to Towns. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Here's Iverson. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
O'Neal is a force of nature. And once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's down low. Comes up empty down low.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And here's Tatum for 3. Good on the triple. Tatum's got 11 points.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Toronto making a change here. Memphis trailing here. 90 seconds now into the second half. And they double up Iverson. Outside for Beal. Here's down low. And Ball sends it back. Grizzlies making a switch here. Clock at 6. Williamson double team. Halliburton for three. And Bull pulls it down. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
And it's Beal in the corner. Over Adebayo. Back to Beal. Pass to Jefferson. Memphis moving that ball around. And another miss by Memphis. And it's the Raptors ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
And we haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Back to Shaq. O'Neal is doubled. And the call will be against Gerald Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him. And Toronto making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Beal with it. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Rizachet with the steal. Inside. Here's Bull. Pass to Rizachet. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Adebayo with the ball. Now Pierce defending. Nobody near Barnes. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And Pierce over to help. On the wing, Barnes. Here's Bull. Over Pierce. Bull, that's good. Bull's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Barnes can't get it to go. Halliburton with it. Wanted now by Barnes. Halliburton, that's good.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Barnes, right side. Pass to Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bull's got 4 this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now Iverson. Outside, Pierce. Halliburton for 3. Here's Oakley. The kick out to Pierce. Here's Halliburton. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Screen by Bull. White. Off target from the wing. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Toronto ahead.
48.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Raptors leading by 10. Left side, Ball. Wants to get it to... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
And here are the Grizzlies now. A 12-point game. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Ball with it. Iverson picks him up. Tatum on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Pierce. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Pierce has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies. The kick out to Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter. Again, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Outside, Pierce. Jacks up a three. And Bull pulls it down.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And it's Pierce in the corner. Wallace with the rebound. Toronto leading by 13. The kick out to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the Grizzlies with it. Pass to Chambers. And it's Pierce in the corner. Memphis moving it around. It's the three-point bomb.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the three ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
The kick out to Towns. Tatum on the wing. Shoots over Beal. And again, no good by Toronto. The Grizzlies trailed by 10. Lets it go with the three. And that comes off the assist by Pierce.
And that's money from Beal. He's so crafty at finding space in that deep corner.
Beal with the steal. And now the Grizzlies fast break. And the dunk by Iverson.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
Pass to Bull. outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Beal. And the Raptors miss again. Memphis with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. The shot, no good. Nice defense from Wallace. Outside Tatum. Inside Tatum, automatic.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told his guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. See how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Wallace. Good on the three-point shot. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter. The double clutch. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Those are some key points there from Zion Williams.
And the free throw, no good. Now here's ball. Wallace outside. Ball feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Raptors need to get a shot. And it's Towns missing. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Halliburton. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Lets the three fly. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
To the inside. Good!
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
And an intentional foul right there. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line. Trifecta! Well, we talk about icing his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And both free throws good for Iverson.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
And now they foul and stop the clock. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And here is Beal. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This...
I'm finna treat you like fab. Go ahead and throw it in the bag. Throw your whole closet out. We don't need it in the house. Can't hang the beat, don't bend if the can't hang the beat, don't bend if the can't hang the beat, don't bend if the can't hang the beat, don't bang. I'm finna go. She want me to treat her like, so I'm finna go. Throw it back, shot it, toss it up. She a boss, but I'm finna boss her up. Break her with that, call him up. She left him cause I'm finna.
I feel like free up on the replay. I came with the hundreds, but the came too. She carry with the but the hips ain't new. I just hit you city with the. I think he me while I throw a couple pounds on him. Saucy mommy, yeah. I treat my like my. I treat my like my. They wanna see the. I put the finger on it. I feel like free up on the replay. Don't take press replay. On the first date, leaving niggas like he need a first date.
I'm finna go. She want me to treat her like, so I'm finna go. Throw it back, shot it, toss it up. She a boss, but I'm finna boss her up. Break her with that, call him up. She left him cause I'm finna.
They say the sun and a shine for all, but in some people world, you never shine at all.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose their soul. Oh no, 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 freedom is the road. Oh no, 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 coming in from the cold. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will catch them in the end. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They'll try to manipulate you through your pockets. Now you're caught up in a fog.